Sometimes you have to hurry, like in the morning, wherever you're at, because the tenants here might not appreciate coming out here finding you sleeping on their back porch. So you gotta get the hell out fast. Ready to roll. On the road again. You ain't open yet? What time? 7. What time is it? Oh, we gotta wait 20 minutes, okay. 20 minutes. I think people that are homeless go to downtown areas because, well, mainly you don't see too many hobos out in the suburbs. And the police patrol the suburbs a lot. And because they have their malls and their fancy places they go to eat, and they don't want to be bothered by people that are living on the streets. So people come downtown because the cops don't bother you downtown, you know. Usually police really don't patrol downtown areas that well. I mean, they're there, but they don't watch you because there's so many people down there living on the streets that you're just like a non-person. You're like a parking meter with legs that walks around. Now, we have a choice. Would you like to sit at the Sidewalk Cafe or up in the Coliseum? And actually, let's see, Saturday. Well, we can sit up there because I don't think the law will be around. You have a lot of time to think about shit. You ain't got nothing else to do. And some people say, well, go get a job. Yeah, right. Okay. Let's say today I go look for a job. I get the application that says address. What do I put down? First in Bush, the first Bush you come to, that's my address. Phone number. Well, I'll go look on the payphone and give them that number, and now I'm really going to be there when the call comes. I'm going to sit by that payphone for the next 2 weeks, wait for them to call me. It ain't happening. Years at residence. Well, I've been at First and Bush for 20 years now, you know. And if they want to check on your bills, are you paying utilities? Oh, gee, this guy doesn't even have utilities. He doesn't even have a phone. This is a payphone he gave us. Well, then the people aren't going to hire you because they figure you're unreliable. Also, people that live on the streets are there, a lot of them, because they have illnesses. If you have illnesses, no company's going to hire you because they have to cover you by insurance. And your insurance company's going to freak if they hire some guy that's got multiple sclerosis or AIDS or pancreatitis or, hepatitis. It's not going to do it. So you're not going to get a job. You're in a rut. You're stuck. You're stuck like Chuck. Came here in '99. And it's been here ever since. I just got back from Texas. Well, actually, I just got back from Denver the other day. I get these wild hairs up my ass every once in a while, and I want to go somewhere. So the other day, I just said, well, I'm going to Denver, Colorado. I mean, all I got is this stuff. It ain't like I got a pack.
Do you have any friends there? Or
Huh?
Do you have any friends
No,
there?
I just wanted to go to look at the mountains. I know that sounds crazy, but I haven't seen the mountains in a long time. So I went out there and froze my ass off and made a hasty retreat back to Missouri because it was cold. Well, favorite places to live. I really like Florida in the winter because it's so nice. It's 75 degrees in the daytime, gets down to maybe 65 at night. I think the mosquitoes take a vacation in the the winter there because you don't. In the summer they're like all over the place. In the winter they're just not around that much. You can go to the beach and shower because they got to have showers down there on the beach. People get the salt water off. It's some kind of health code or something. So all kinds of showers down there. It's not a hot shower, but it's a shower. It's warm water, pee warm water like. Oh wait, I gotta show you something. This is a cool place. It's a bitch to get back into, but when it's really shitty, rainy, cold, and crummy, most people cringe if they think you're gonna go into this place to sleep at night, but it's pretty safe. Number one, nobody's gonna come in there because it's too hard to get in there. See? Look in there. It goes back in there, there's a wall like, and you gotta walk down this sidewall here or jump on those stones and walk down that wall, and you go back in there and it's flat cement, like that edge there is flat cement. Go around that corner, there's like 2 big rooms in there, and then it goes underneath the city. And I don't recommend doing it in the summertime. And don't take no food back there because the rats will get you. But if you want to get away from people and not get your head bashed in, a mugger is not going to take the time to go back there. He's looking for somebody walking down the street that he can bust in the head. I'm not going to bother. See, that's called a snipe. Boink. You put that away for later. You take the tobacco out of it. That's why I carry rolling papers. Sometimes you don't know who smoked that thing. It might have AIDS or God knows what, hoof and mouth or. So you just take the tobacco out. When the tobacco re-burns, all the bacteria burns off it so you don't get sick. So you carry rolling papers with you. And that way you got cigarettes. Smell the bleach? Well, sometimes in the summer, I don't do it in the winter because it's hard to get dry. But sometimes you don't have money for a laundromat. You come down here and put a t-shirt in there and get a bar of soap and stuff. Or go buy one of those boxes of soap, put your t-shirt in there, get it wet, bring it out here, put the soap on, wash it out, and then push it back in there, but a lot of times you get bubbles coming up, and they'll get mad at you. But that's okay. They don't know you're here because you're gone by the time they get to work. You go down and you look for the exhaust vent coming out of a restaurant, and you hang your teeth because it's always hot air blowing out. Only sometimes your shirt's going to smell like fried eggs or something, but that's okay. You hang it up, just hang it up there. Sometimes you can hold it, it only takes a few minutes. Hang it up there by the exhaust vent because that stuff blows out really hard and hot. And you dry your shirt, and you got a clean shirt to wear. All kinds of little tricks. You know, I was talking about how it got so bad down there with that house I had. Church people would come in like almost like thieves in the night. I'd be gone, and I had to hitchhike to town if I had a pancreas attack. I'd hitchhike to town to see the doctor. When I came back one day, there was 5 bags of groceries on the back porch, and I knew it was the church people did it. They're trying to be nice, but you know, you have your pride. But out here, you have to swallow your pride. There's no such thing as pride out here. You panhandle, whatever. A lot of people say, I could never go up to nobody and ask them for a quarter. Get your ass out here one time and it's 20 below zero and you need a hot cup of coffee. You'll gas somebody for a quarter. Trust me. It's no fun, but you'll do it. Every time a cop comes by and you gotta pee and you're trying to duck in an alley, you gotta wait because they're watching you. And they're really watching us right now because we're filming things. But, so now we gotta come over here by the local church. Wait a minute. They're not open. Sometimes they'll let you go in there and go to the bathroom. But, so, there goes the Gestapo. The cops in Colombia are pretty cool, though. They really are.
Have you had much trouble with the law?
Nah. As long as you're not acting like an idiot, you know, they'll leave you alone.
What were you in jail for recently then?
Before I left Colombia, and all that shit went wrong. You know, I was telling you about when I had a house and I got sick and the car motor blew up and I was out of a job, blah, 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 blah. Well, by the way, I'm manic depressive and I get manicky and I have a bipolar condition, so that's why I talk real fast sometimes. I can't help it. I had a checking account. Well, I'm not really good at bookkeeping. I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. And I wrote a check for $10.50 that somehow I lost track of. And I guess everybody's done that. Well, I went to Texas. The next thing you know, they got a warrant for my arrest for insufficient funds is all it was. Bad checks is what it was. Coming to a bad check. So they gave me 30 days in jail for it. There's an old saying that, or I don't know if it's an old saying, but it's a saying that that 90% of the human brain is in darkness. And that might be so, but for regular people, but when you're out here, and we're talking about winter, and it is really, really, really cold, 10 below, 20 below. It's a struggle just to stay warm. Not talking about eating. Eating's secondary. Now you're trying to keep your ass from freezing to death and getting hypothermia. And if your brain is in darkness and you're not using it, you're going to freeze to death. So I think street people use more brain power than regular people.
Why'd you quit college?
Vietnam. Came around about that time. And so, duty called. Actually, I didn't have a choice in the matter. But that's another story. So we got drunk and went in this house. We didn't go to steal nothing. We even had our own liquor. We were just going to go there and watch TV and kick back and party. So we got busted for burglary. We didn't think it was burglary. We were just in there having fun. Well, the authorities didn't see it that way. So they told me, you can go to prison for 3 years or sign up for the Army. So I signed up for the Army. And that's how I ended up in the service. And that's how I lost going to college. I might have been a Steven Seagal. Or I could have been a Joe Montana or something. I've seen people linger in hospitals when I used to work at a hospital. I've seen people linger in hospitals and they get so bad is the only thing they can do is make them comfortable, and they're all messed up on morphine and painkillers and stuff, and they really don't have no quality of life. I don't know if I want to go that way, but I think I'd want to hang on to the last bitter end instead of going quickly, but quickly would be nice too. I mean, boom, you're gone and there's no more problems, no more pain, no more nothing. But I think I want to hang around as long as I could just to aggravate people. I don't know. I'd rather have it where I think my family would be able to visit me and I'd be able to see them before you drop dead, you know. Here I am in all my glory. But here we are at Regional Hospital. And what are we doing? Oh, I'm sick, so that's why I'm here.
Are you worried about going out on the streets now with the weather and everything?
Well, a little bit, but it's something you can't do nothing about. You know, it's like crying over spilled milk. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. That's my daughter, and I put her name here. And then I'm going to talk to that guy who owns that tattoo shop downtown, and I'm going to have my granddaughter's name put up here, Aubrey Lynn. I'm going to have her name put up here. And those are Japanese characters on there.
Where'd you get that one?
I had a friend do it. And he never finished it. He did like the Star of the Dragon. It hurt too much. And I got an infection and blah, blah, blah. So I just said, the hell with it, I'm not going to have it colored in. One day maybe I'll have the dragon colored in. That's why it looks like a seahorse, because there was more on the paper. It looked like a dragon, but the way he did it, it didn't get finished. So, but anyway, the characters, they spell out "trust no woman." That was a remnant of my memories of my ex-wife.
Did you ever talk to your ex-wife?
Oh yeah, and now we're friends. I mean, I don't talk to her very often, but maybe once a year, once every couple of years. Like when Jess had the baby, I talked to her several times. When we got divorced, and she started going on with this guy, I thought he was an asshole. And it turned out he was an asshole. Yes, he took care of supported my daughter, but that was his choice, and that was her choice. But I later found out that when my daughter was 13, he was molesting her. And when I found out about it, I immediately went ballistic. I'm still mad about it, and sometimes I think one day he might just accidentally disappear off the face of the earth. But I'll be sure that I've got witnesses that I was 5 states away at the time.
Do you have a lot of good friends in Columbia?
Not really. I got a couple. That's all. I don't like to have a lot of friends. And I don't know why. I don't like to get close to people. They'll either disappoint you or you'll disappoint them.
Are there anything you really want now? Would you say you're discontent, or?
No, I'm content. Pretty much. I don't feel discontent. You get lonely a lot. But I guess I do that to myself, don't I? I mean, I don't hang out with a bunch of people. I pretty much stay to myself. I'll go out of my way to get away from people. And I think the war had a lot to do with that. A lot of guys, when I first came home, I couldn't be around people, even my family. Nothing was done by the quote-unquote Geneva Convention.
How were you freed? Finally.
I escaped. I finally escaped. I got down to 60 pounds, and I had in my mind, look, I'm going to escape or I'm going to die. And I'll be a son of a bitch. These people are going to kill me. They're not going to kill me. As hard as they try, I'm not going to let them kill me. And I was very close to being dead. When your thighs not as big around, right up here is as big around as my wrist. You're standing in your own waste in this hole in the ground, and your feet are almost like rotting off because you're in your own human waste. I mean, you're in there, and your pee and your crap, and you're just in there. And your feet are all infected, everything. Finally, your legs are all infected. Finally, you just say, I've had enough, fuck this, I'm leaving, or they're gonna kill me. Trying to escape. Fortunately, we got away. We're running through the jungle, butt naked, in my birthday suit. And finally, some Marines found us, and we got medevaced out, and they took care of us. Walking. We do a lot of walking when you're out here. At the end of the day, you're tired. You do a lot of walking. One of those things like walk a mile in my shoes. We do a lot of walking. And I don't know. I know guys that can sit down and sit in the same place for 4 or 5 hours. I can't do that. I guess I'm a restless soul. I just can't see sitting in one place for a long time. I just get restless. And the sun is shining, and the bullets are cold. you just take a nap. And that's all.
Hey, this is Billy. I just want to tell you goodbye. I'm going to Florida. Sorry I couldn't see the picture, but right now I'm at by Knowles over there by I-70 and 63 on the on-ramp. So I wish I could see you and say goodbye, but I guess I can't. Talk to you later. Bye.